Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So we're continuing our sessions on the xpath access or the xpath functions, and last class we have completed the contains which used to take the either other xpath access or any of the attribute. Okay, and you can match a complete string, or you can match part of the string, right? And then we saw the following, right? So today we are going to learn two more xpath access. One is the following sibling, another one is the preceding sibling, right? So let's start. So now if you see this form, right? So if you see this form, we have so many things here, right? So if you see, there are input boxes, right? So there is a date calendar, right? And there is a text box, right? And the radio buttons are there. There is a drop down, and finally there is a submit box. Okay, submit button. Okay, so now here we are going to give you that example of the following sibling and preceding sibling, right? So what exactly is the following sibling, right? So the following sibling is going to identify only the siblings of the parent, like how we did for the followings. It's similar to that one. So what we are going to do, we are going to identify a parent first. After identifying the parent, we can go to its child nodes, right? So in the this screen, okay, on this web element or HTML page, you can see, so we have a drop down and we have the few options listed over there. So let's go and inspect it. So when you inspect, what you see, so when we inspect, we see, okay, so there is a select class. For the drop down, we use the select class in Selenium. Okay, and here if you see, and inside the select class we have the different options are listed out there, right? So now we'll use different ways to identify the different parent, like child options. Okay, how to do that? So I can say name equals to country. So let's say double slash and it's a select, right? So let's say select and at the rate name equals to, so this is what equals to country. Okay, so I have identified the select box. Now if you see, the entire select box is getting highlighted. Okay, so the entire select box. So here inside that, if you see, there are multiple options are there, right? Option, USA, Canada, United Kingdom and India, right? So now let's say I want to identify all the child element for this web element. How I will do? So I'll say slash option. Okay, so when I say slash option, it is going to match all those four options. Suppose I want to match one, I can say one. If I want to match two, it will match the second option. Three, third option. Four, fourth option, right? But here my intention is not to do like that. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to identify, okay, all the child elements. Either I can say slash option, or I can go with the following sibling, right? So I can say for the following sibling, you have to say double slash. Okay, so you have to say double slash and you say following hyphen sibling. Okay, following sibling, then you give double colon. Okay, so you give the double colon and then you give the tag. So now the tag is option. So now if you see this one, it is going to give you all the child element for this parent tag. Okay, so let me expand this one. So this up to this is my parent tag, that is nothing but your select drop down. So this is the parent element. Okay, so within the parent we have multiple childs, right? Either I can go with the slash option, it will give me all list of the option, or I can say following sibling option. So it is going to show me all those like child element for this parent element. Okay, there are two ways to do it. But here let's say but here with the following sibling option, but I want to specifically select this Canada or UK. So how to do that? So here again you can say square bracket, okay, and you say at the rate backend attribute. So backend attribute is value, right? So option, this is the value. So value equals to, so what you will say, you have to give the value field here, not the text here, right? That is important. So let's say USA. Okay, so or let's go with Canada. Okay, Canada value equals to, you give that option value. So now what happens, if you see the one of one, the Canada is going to get selected. Okay, so Canada is getting selected here, right? So let me do it one more time. Inspect, Control F, paste the XPath. Okay, so now if you see one of one, only Canada is getting highlighted. Okay, so this is how you will identify a particular option value with the help of the following sibling, right? And so the following sibling is useful whenever a particular following element is getting changed. So you go and identify a particular element, and from that you go to the following sibling and identify that value, right? So that is basically the following sibling. So I'll just copy paste this one over there, then we'll see the preceding sibling. Okay, so this is for entire all the child element, but this one is for, if you see this one, right? So this one is for the specific child element Canada, right? So here we are going to identify all the child element with the help of following sibling, and here with the help of following sibling we are identifying only the child Canada option. Okay, so now let's go with the preceding sibling, right? So the preceding sibling is like opposite of the following sibling. So it finds the previous or preceding wave elements, right? We use it when the previous wave element are changing dynamically, right? So let's say there is a value called as Canada, right? So what is the previous value of the Canada? If you see the United States, right? So we can identify this United States with the help of the Canada or something. What are the different preceding sibling? We can say, okay, so let's say same, instead of the following sibling options we can change this one to the preceding sibling, right? So let's see, name equals to country. After this it will remain same. Okay, so then double slash is required. Okay, so let's say first identify that slash option. Okay, slash option, I'd say @ value equals to India. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to identify, okay, so I'm trying to identify the India over here, right? We have to give the value, not the text. Okay, so now I have a XPath, okay, that identifies this option value India, right? But with that I have to identify its preceding value. Maybe I can say Canada or United States. How to do that? So first you go and identify your desired element which is constant. Let's say in this drop down this India is always constant. Okay, these three fields can change or these two fields can change, but the India is always constant. So first you identify the India. After identifying the India, what you will do, you will use the preceding sibling, preceding, okay, hyphen sibling. So I'm using the preceding sibling now, and here with the quote, okay, I'm going to specify the value, right? Within the quote, sorry, you will say option, right? Again option, and here you will say @value equals to, let's say Canada. Okay, I will say Canada. Last time we took, let's take USA. Okay, so now let's say USA. So when you say USA, so you will get only one. Don't know why all the time it is selecting both. I can lose it and I can recheck it. So now Control F, so Control F, control V. So now you see, so what is happening? So we identified the value India, and from that value we are going to its preceding sibling. Preceding sibling means any, it can be this one, this one, this one, any of the option where the value is USA. So it is going to identify this one. Okay, so preceding sibling will skip these things, and again it will go the exact value matching, right? It is value is USA, it will go and match this USA. So this is nothing but your exactly matching a particular element with respect to the another element with the help of the preceding sibling. Okay, so now let me copy paste this here. Okay, if you want to match everything, I can get rid of this one, preceding sibling colon option, I can just say. Okay, so it should match all three, right? So from here 1 2 3, three of them are there, so it should match all three of them. Okay, so let me go and copy this one. So did you see, this is how we can match. Okay, so this is all to the following sibling and the preceding sibling, right? So following sibling finds the sub nodes, right, from the parent node, and in the preceding sibling you first identify a particular parent and then go to a child node. From there, with respect to, you can travel upward and find the preceding node with whatever the value you have specified, right? So this is how the following sibling and preceding sibling works. Okay, and this has to be used when there are the dynamically the elements are changing, right? And you want to take reference of the one element and identify the other changing element. Okay, so that's all to this class, guys. If you guys are really enjoying this session, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel QA Automation Classes, and if you guys find it really interesting, then please share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefited out of it. And if you have any questions or the doubt, put them in the comment section. I'll go through it and come back to you as soon as possible. Okay, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.